Hey guys, Adam Hayes here. We're on a different adventure today. We are going to try to rescue an early 70s F600 truck. So this would be like a medium duty truck. I think it has a flatbed on it that's used, has a dump flatbed on it, and has been used for farm work for many years. This truck belonged to my father-in-law before he passed away, and it's now still on the family estate. And it's been probably hasn't been driven in at least 15 years, and I think it's been sitting in its current spot for about 5 years. So it's in the tall grass, probably has a few little trees growing through it. So we're going to go over and see what we've got, do some mowing, hook a chain to it, and see if we can get some wheels turning. So here's the truck, guys. Early 70s model F600, and it was a gas burner and had a flatbed on it with a single cylinder dump, and he used it to haul hay, haul gravel, a little bit of anything and everything here on the farm. So it's been parked in this position a while, and we're just going to try to dig it out of the tall grass. So before we get to play around with that thing, we're going to do some mowing. I've got Jack, my oldest son, and my dad on 0 turns down by the house, and I'm gonna do a little bush hogging here and just get some stuff cleaned up to make this job easier. This morning we got all the help. We've got Papa and Nan and Jack and John all to witness this. This is the truck that we're going to load on my 30-foot flatbed trailer. I marked it off, and it's precisely 25 feet, so we've got a little bit of wiggle room. The bed of the truck has a couple of stake sides that were homemade that are coming with it, as well as that rack. That rack's probably for a pickup truck and doesn't belong to this, but I think they were using it as storage. So rather than deal with it right now, we're going to strap it all down and take it all with us and sort it out later.
Hey guys, so right here, Dad hasn't told me his full plan yet, but we put a bumper on the Massey Ferguson. I assume we're going to try and lift the front end up and maybe have the winch retract that or something probably. But all I know is that's going to be a bumper. We kind of strapped it down using a little strap there. So yeah.
So we've gotten it up to the trailer, it's just not quite in line, and we have no way to pull it side to side. So we're gonna pull it up front and try again. There's no brakes, and the steering is, you just have to kind of manhandle it. There's really no steering either, but it does go in and out of gear if we need to stop it.
Okay?
Let me know when they're straight.
Straight.
Good, keep going. So we've hit a snag where the rear end frame is just rubbing on the ramp. The ramp's too steep.
Wagon. Beautiful. I learned that much more than I ever heard my master call. On that we were so.
I've been looking. What's the angle? There we go.
Come on.
All right, we are adjusting our plans again. We are going to try to go straight on the trailer. I think it can clear down here. It does have the lower arms, but they are directly under the tires, so when the tires raise, that should come with it. So we're going to hook this winch to the bumper and just try to ease it on. We can use the tractor with a combination of the winch. Winch is 12,000 pound rated, but it sure doesn't like that kind of weight, so we can bump it with the tractor if we need to.
So guys, right here we have, this is off by like, that whole tire is off. Luckily it's dualies, but still, that ain't very good. And we got like a tire's length on that side. Guys, the tire that we had strapped down while pushing this just broke. That is insane.
All right, we got the big truck loaded up, stopped for a little lunch, and now back through Atlanta, about 2.5 hours home. Back home, and you may be wondering what we're going to do with this, and the answer is I have no idea. So the part one here was just to kind of salvage it and get it back on our place and see what's happening from there. I have seen a couple of these fixed up in different ways. This one is a flatbed that they have used just for some local towing. I saw this down at Perry at a tractor show with just a gooseneck ball and used for local towing. This one is a little bit more exotic. I think they have taken the cab and put it over a modern frame, modern engine, and then fabricated a bed to go with it to look like a big pickup truck, but definitely a cool design. So with both of those are just kind of dream options. At this point, I have no idea what we're going to do. Phase one was just to get it here and clean it up a little bit, put air in the tires and that sort of thing. So that's where we are. So when it was parked, the hood was kind of up, and after a little investigation, it looks like that the hinge this left hinge here driver's side hinge has separated. The screws have just come out of it, and it's separated from the hood metal itself. So I'm going to play around with that and see if I can at least get the hood to close one good time. You can see that it's winking at us there, left headlight. And I also want to hit this thing with a pressure washer at some point and get the barnacles and the lichens off and see what it looks like underneath. This is another interesting thing. We lost the bulkhead here. I think it was pretty rotten, and then maybe a combination of bouncing on the trailer and a combination of us lifting the trailer with the forks at some point to kind of balance it has put some pressure on that. So I think that bed is pretty shot anyway. And I'm going to figure out what to do with that roof rack. Probably list it for sale and then get some other stuff cleaned up here. A couple ways to get this thing off the trailer. The wrong way would be to hook this bumper to a tree and just ease out from under it, and put the ramps down and just ease out from under it. But before I do the wrong way, I'm going to try to do the right way and just use the winch and back it down. Well, I got the hood to latch, so if I don't do anything else today, I'm very proud of that. Master mechanic level hood latching. All right, I've got the winch on the front and I've got it loose, and then on the back, it's just me today, by the way. I don't have any help. So I'm gonna gently pull this thing forward just to get it moving, and the winch will catch it. And once I get the weight behind, get the weight over this ramp here, then I should be able to do the rest with the winch. So we're hung up here on the gas tank. I mentioned I'm by myself today. I also should have mentioned I don't have the Massey Ferguson with me. The front end loader that we used to load the thing didn't have room for it on the trailer, so it's back at my dad's house. And so I'm going to get a little jack and see if I can just lift this frame up enough to clear that bracket on this gas tank and get over that lip, and then we should be good to go. I'd take a few minutes and hit it with a pressure washer. I don't have time to thoroughly clean it, but it'd be nice to just knock some of this old stuff off and take a look. So as you can see, it's fairly weathered. It's got these little, I call them barnacles or lichens attached to it, where it's slowly becoming a tree. So I'm gonna hit this side with a little bleach, let it soak, and then put the pressure washer on it. I think at some point this truck might have been red. Thought that was rust for a while, but after a closer look, some of the truck is red, and maybe it was painted white after that. So here's a little before and after. I hit the fender, hadn't hit the door yet. right, that's going to do us for today. Perhaps there'll be a part 2 somewhere down the line where we do something fun with this truck. We did look at the VIN, and it looks to be a 1979 model, and it has the Ford 370 8-cylinder engine, 370 cubic inches, and then a 2-barrel carburetor, so that 370 2V, which is used in a lot of Ford vehicles, but that was a pretty stout motor for its time. Well, thank you for watching, and we'll see you down the road.